Let's go ahead and get right into the video. The first tip I have for you is building endurance. Now, it might sound kind of obvious that if you want to have a consistent pace, you've got to focus on building endurance. And that really is the foundation. We'll talk about a few other things, but the foundation is building endurance. So how do you build endurance when it comes to pacing? So obviously there's a few different factors. There's volume, which means the total amount of swimming that you're doing. So are you training 10,000 meters a week, 20,000, 50,000 meters a week? We have the volume, that's one variable. You have your training frequency. That's how often you're swimming. Are you swimming 2 times a week, 4 times a week, 7 times a week? Maybe you're doing doubles, you're doing 10 workouts per week in the pool. And then you have your training density. This is something that often a lot of even elite swimmers overlook, and your training density is how much swimming is happening in a specific period of time. So if you swim 3,000 meters in 1 hour versus swimming 4,000 meters in that same 60-minute session. So the second example has a much higher swimming density, about 1,000 meters for every 15 minutes. Now that doesn't mean you're going to swim continuously 3,000 or 4,000 meters, but what is the density, the amount of swimming that you're packing into a specific period of time? And as you develop and as you progress and you think about building your endurance and building your pace, you want to keep these 3 variables in check. So as you build your endurance, you're building your volume, maybe you're building your frequency, and maybe you're building your training density. If you do all 3 of these at the same time, it's most likely going to come at the expense of your pace. So you might actually end up swimming slower so that you can handle this increase in volume. Now there's typically a rule of thumb that as you increase your volume, you don't want to increase it more than 10% per week. So an example, if you swim 20,000 meters in 1 week, the following week, you really only want to increase by about 2,000 meters total. You can obviously increase a lot more than that, but you're increasing your risk of burning out and injuring yourself. But these are 3 things that you want to consider as you go about picking a training plan or following a structured workout in any capacity. Now, it's really important that you build your progress over time. So if you have a set goal of doing a 1,500 meter 6 months from now or a 5K 6 or 12 months from now, you want to gradually build your progress. And it's also really important that you follow a training plan that has a consistent strategy behind it. If you guys are looking for a specific training program for a 5K or a 1,500 or maybe even a 1,000 meter swim, make sure you check out the MySwimPro app available for iPhone and Android, and you can get a personalized workout and training program, workout by workout, set by set, that'll guide you through that specific goal. So definitely check that out, and also make sure you focus on balancing those 3 different variables: volume, frequency, and training density. And all of those come together to build your endurance, your aerobic capacity. And that's really the foundation if you want to have a faster pace.